Now, the Joint Select Committee on Electoral Reforms is today receiving submissions from the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, as well as the National Gender and Equality Commission. Let us now cross over there in Parliament to just listen in to some of the submissions being given there.
This is a very serious process. It's a very serious process, Mr. Chairman. And we know that thematic area number 1 requires that a presenter assists us to inquire into allegations, if any. So this prompted me, because of the large constituency that you represent, to inquire from you whether you think there are any allegations that we should inquire into, and for what reason?
I think that's well understood.
Yes,
and if she has no allegations, she say, I have no allegations.
The way,
and the matter will end there.
Mr. Chairman, in conclusion, the way you saw yesterday, Mr. Speaker, none other than Justice Maraka, he was very specific that on thematic area number 1 and 2, they wished not to take a position. I think, Chair, you should prevail upon Senator Murkomen and Kuria, because of their being relatively junior legislators, to be prepared to be guided in serious matters like this.
Yeah.
Point of order.
I want to...
No, you cannot allow that.
No, let us not get there.
You cannot allow that.
The only thing that I object to from the chair, when any member is giving his submissions, the question of junior or senior does not arise. I've sat in committees where Senator Mutula Kilonzo is chairing, and I always honor that position, only to that extent. But I think let us not digress from the business that we have this morning and go to it and finish it.
Mr. Chairman, it looks like we are addressing the press instead of discussing with those...
but the point has already been taken. Mutula
we should avoid addressing the press.
Stands guided. But the media is here because this is a public hearing.
Yeah, no, so, but we should not be addressing them.
No.
Getting information from that.
The media is here because it's a public hearing. Senator Mutula Kilonzo, stand guided. Let's get to the point.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. In view of your direction, I think it's only fair that Senator Kharwale withdraws and apologizes for referring to us as junior legislators, because he has 1 year experience multiplied by 30.
The reason why I don't really want to get there, because, it's a statement of fact. But now if we dwell on it, I think it's going to cause unnecessary acrimony. I think the point has been noted. Let's get on with the business.
Yes, thank you, Chair. There's no reason to panic. In fact, I'm going to bring this home very quickly, so that in terms of your mandate, if you look at your mandate under the Constitution, where your mandate emanates from, unfortunately, when you raised it, you said you don't know where to put it. I just want to put it correctly in context. If you look at Article 81, your mandate is not mutually exclusive of free and fair election. That is where I was going. I hope members can listen, so that all of you can turn to Article 81. We go step by step. Now, what you have raised in terms of, and I'll read it. Timely procurement, 1 register, voter register, polling day. You have also said you've talked about allocation of seats, work of the IEBC. You've pointed to gaps that are directly in your mandate. First, as a person representing majority of voters. And I want to dissuade you of the thought that the gender question is removed from the question of a free, fair, secure election. If you look at Article 81, and that's why I propose that you go back and make a different memorandum on the areas. If you look at Article 81A, it's a comma. freedom of citizens. If you look at B, it's a comma. That is where the gender comes in, your mandate. If you look at C, it's a comma. If you go to D, it's and. If you go to E, it's joined with D, D, C, A, C, and B. So my own view is that without the gender question, the election, and if you read Article 81, it reads the electoral system, we must comply with A, B, C, D in totality. So your conclusion, and maybe Senator Murkomen and Kuria can read, your conclusion says, in simple terms, that's what I said, the conclusion should be revised. Because there's something you're saying, but for the committee it must be clear. The preparedness for election is therefore wanting. You're referring to D or E. So my suggestion to you, because I began by saying that your mandate under 81B is tied to the rest, including a free and fair election, accurate, simple.
Well, the Joint Parliamentary Select Committee there meeting currently is Makueni County Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr. speaking. Our reporter Nick Wambua is